Hello students. In today's session, we will be talking about natural language processing. I am Dr. Tasneem Bano Rehman, Associate Professor at Sage University, Bhopal. You guys might have used a lot of virtual assistants such as Siri, Corona and Alexa. These virtual assistants really make a task very easy, don't they? I'm sure you agree with this. So let's say if you ask Siri what is the distance between Earth and Sun, it will immediately reply that the distance is 149.6 million kilometer, and you can ask any question. So now Siri, how this virtual assistant is replying, how is it able to do this? Well, all of this is possible because of natural language processing. So keeping in mind how important NLP is, I have come up with this short tutorial on NLP. So let's have a quick glance at the agenda. We'll start by understanding what is NLP, the natural language processing, learn how to tokenize words with the various, I'll give you an example of various packages which can be utilized to tokenize words. After this, we'll learn some concepts of NLP such as stemming, limitization, part of speech tagging, named entity recognitions. So let me start off by asking a very simple question. What do you understand by NLP? Well, it can be simply put any language which has evolved naturally in humans. So any of these languages like English, Hindi, French, Telugu, or any of the numerous languages which has evolved naturally in humans through use and repetition without conscious planning can be termed as natural language. Now, since we are humans and are able to comprehend these languages, so I've given some words in different languages: hello, bonjour, namaste. So this is quite understood by humans. So natural language is a language which has developed naturally in humans. Okay? But what about a machine? What if these same languages are fed to a machine? Will it be able to comprehend them? So this is where NLP comes in. NLP is the ability of a computer program to understand and interpret human language as it is spoken. Or in other words, NLP is used to gain knowledge from the raw textual data at a disposal. One of the very well-known definition of NLP is a branch of AI which helps computers to understand, interpret, and manipulate human language. So here you can just go through this image which says you are giving an input as a language, a natural language. It's being processed and generates output. So NLP can be it's a complete flow of processing your the natural language input and performing certain techniques broken into tokens, and a lot of NLP process are being performed in between, and then it is further inputted into model, which is basically it's used for analyzing and predictions. Now NLP can be basically divided into natural language understanding and a natural language generation. Natural language understanding, as the name states, it deals with understanding the input given in the form of sentence in text or speech format, and this is where the machine analyzes the different aspects of language. Then we have natural language generation. It deals with turning raw data into simple human understandable language. Or in other words, producing natural language from raw input. Now we'll be talking about the different steps involved in NLP process. The first one is tokenization. splitting up a text into individual units, and each individual unit should have a value associated with it. So let's take this example. We have a sentence, Rajesh doesn't share sweets. So by tokenization, it's being split up into individual tokens where each word is taken as a separate token, and also you can see the exclamation mark is also taken as a separate tokens. Now we can use these tokens for another process like parsing or text mining. Now the second step in NLP process is stemming. Stemming is the process of reducing a word to its word stem by cutting off the beginning or the end. So this indiscriminate cutting will be successful in some cases and fail in others. So let's take these three examples over here. First is studies. After stemming, that is, we have cut off the suffix and it becomes studi. Similarly, giving, after cutting off the suffix, it's give, and buying, to buy. Only the third word, as you can see, is generating some meaning. So it is not always necessary that the final stem word which we get should have a meaning associated with it. You can see here studi and give does not generate any kind of meaning, right? So this problem can further be solved by the limitization. So similar to stemming, we also have limitization. So limit is a process of reducing words into their lemma or dictionary. So the base form into which the word is converted should definitely have a meaning associated with it. So again, we have three examples over here. Studies is converted to study, which obviously has a meaning. Giving, to give. So here you can see each and every word after limitization is generating a meaning. Now the next step is part of speech tagging. Another important concept of NLP is part of speech tagging. So in the English language, word can be considered as a smallest element that have distinctive meanings, and based on the use and function, words are categorized into different classes which are known as parts of speech. That means within a sentence, you can have noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, conjunction, preposition, interjection. So tagging is a process of marking every word in a sentence to its corresponding part of speech. Let's take this example. Rajesh loves sweet. Now we can mark each of this word with a POS tag. The word Rajesh is noun, love is verb, and and sweet is a noun. The last step involved is named entity recognition. Named entity recognition is the process of taking a string of text as input and identifying relevant nouns such as people, place, organization that are mentioned within the sentence. So for example, Apple buys UK starter for $1 million. Okay, yeah, need to be $1 billion. So here Apple has been recognized as an organization, UK as geopolitical entity, and $1 billion has been recognized as money. Now, one thing to be noted over here is all these three words are noun. So named entity recognition is done only on nouns. So I hope you people now able to understand NLP and the steps involved in NLP. If you have any questions or queries, you can drop a message. Thank you.